Hey guys, welcome to this video. We're going to talk about what if there's a judgment against you? What does that do with your credit report? And what if you pay off that judgment? What happens to your credit report? So I'm glad that you're watching this video. My name is John Watts. I'm a consumer protection lawyer. And if you haven't already subscribed, feel free to do so. We put out a new video every day. So let's talk about judgments. This is kind of a follow-up from the video yesterday where we talked about if you settle with let's say an original creditor, American Express sues you, and you settle, what does your credit report show? What should it show? Well, same thing with the judgment. So years ago, when you received a judgment, oftentimes the main credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, would report on your credit report a section called public records. There would be bankruptcies, tax liens, and judgments. And then as you go down the report, there's what's called the trade lines or the accounts. And so let's say Capital One received a judgment against you. What would be in the public records and in the account or the trade line section. Now, a couple of years ago, the major credit bureaus, again, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, said, we're not going to report judgments anymore. And so you don't see those on there. And they don't do tax liens either. So really, under public records, you just see bankruptcy. But the account or the trade line can show up. That's Capital One if it's a Capital One judgment. If it's a portfolio recovery judgment, then portfolio recovery will show up. So the judgment itself will not be reported by the major bureaus, but the account will. So what if you settle that account? So let's say it's a $10,000 judgment and you pay them $8,000. Well, you no longer owe anything on that judgment. So they will go to court in what's called satisfaction of judgment. It just means the judgment's been satisfied, it's been paid, there's nothing more owed. But on your credit report, that account, that portfolio recovery, Capital One, whoever it is, if you've paid off that judgment, it should show a zero balance. It's been paid. So if they're reporting a $2,000 balance, and I just had a lawyer mention this to me today, that they had a client judgment, they paid it, but the furnisher, the one that got the judgment's not updating the report to show a zero balance. Instead, it shows, a couple grand or whatever it is. That's just wrong. And so you dispute that. You say, look, I had this judgment. I paid it. Here's the satisfaction of judgment. Now you can include those documents, even though a lot of times the bureaus will say, we deem these to be inauthentic, whatever that means. Or you can say, here's the case number, here's the phone number to the court, here's the phone number to the collection lawyer. Go get the documents yourself because you won't trust me. Go get them yourself. Okay? Now the bureaus won't do that. So it's kind of this catch-22. If you give the bureaus documents, they say, well, we can't rely on them. You probably forged them. If you don't give them, they go, oh my goodness, if you'd just given us a document. Well, they can't have it both ways. Okay? But you provide that to the bureaus. And then they'll provide it, or they should provide it, to the furnisher of the information. You say, look, judgment, it's been satisfied. I had a judgment, it's been paid. If I paid the judgment, if I satisfied the judgment, I cannot owe on this account. I do not owe any money. So either get rid of it or show it as a zero balance. If they do that, great. If they don't do that, then you need to look at suing them. And again, you can look at the video we did yesterday. It'd be the same concept there. That was with an original creditor. This is just with a judgment. So hope that you found this helpful and you guys have a great weekend. Okay, bye-bye.